In a recent statement, President Donald Trump criticized Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky for expressing dissatisfaction over Ukraine's exclusion from U.S.-Russia negotiations aimed at resolving the ongoing war. Speaking from his Mar-a-Lago residence in Florida, Trump suggested that Ukraine had ample opportunity over the past 3 years to negotiate a settlement with Russia, potentially avoiding significant territorial losses and casualties. He remarked, "A half-baked negotiator could have settled this years ago without the loss of much land, very little land, without the loss of any lives." Trump's comments came in response to Zelensky's earlier criticism of the U.S.-Russia talks in Saudi Arabia, which notably excluded Ukrainian and European representatives. Zelensky emphasized that efforts to end the conflict should be fair and involve all affected parties. In contrast, Trump dismissed these grievances, suggesting that Ukraine's leadership had missed previous opportunities to negotiate peace. The U.S. president also hinted at a possible meeting with Russian President Vladimir Putin before the end of the month, signaling a significant shift in U.S. policy towards Russia that has raised concerns among European allies. Trump's approach has been criticized for potentially sidelining Ukraine and Europe in critical discussions about the region's future. In his remarks, Trump further pressured Zelensky to hold elections in Ukraine, aligning with one of Moscow's key demands. He questioned the current state of democracy in Ukraine, citing the absence of recent elections and the implementation of martial law. Trump stated, "We have a situation where we haven't had elections in Ukraine, where we have essentially martial law in Ukraine." These developments have intensified debates about the role of the U.S. in mediating the conflict and the implications of excluding Ukraine and European nations from negotiations that directly impact their security and sovereignty.